confidence to put him out against anybody at his first year.
Yeah. Well, you start with his play. I think his play has earned the confidence of the coaching staff that he can go out and I would say, he's got physical tools to match against really anybody at a young age. His size, skating, strength combo certainly can continue to get better, but it's really good. There's just very few athletes in the league that can go head to head with the other best athletes. And, on our team, Dylan Larkin's a player who's been able to do that head to head with other best athletes. And I think Sides is in that category as well, where, against whoever he plays against, he's not giving up a whole lot of just pure athleticism. And his game's growing. The understanding of when to, the positioning, all those types of things are going to grow, and he's just going to get better and better, in my opinion, in those areas. But his just, I guess, physical attributes is what has allowed him to have this success so far.
But just the mental side of it, I mean, he doesn't seem to back down. Even, there was that game in Pittsburgh where he was back in things quite intimidating or some players, but
yeah, I think Sides has a healthy respect for opponents, but doesn't fear anybody, and I think it's at all, and I think that's what probably the best normally, what real good players normally do, and he's got respect for people, but he's not going to take a backseat to anybody, and that's kind of his demeanor a little bit, and I think it's allowed him to go up and not be an odd-all and go up against the other team's best.
You talked about how impressive it is what he's doing on defense, because it's rare that you see 20-year-olds come in and have such an impact on that position. Yeah, and that's certainly as you look at this rookies that have had success in this league, especially if he's got a good accumulation of points, but it's not just about points with his game. Most young defensemen struggle in this league, and really it takes them a little bit longer than it takes forwards generally. And so for him to be able to have had the success that he's had up to this point, it's real impressive. And same lineup.
I don't know that answer. We're dealing with a little bit of illness, so we'll see tonight. I'd like to be able to tell you, but I don't know.
But Nedeljkovic is.
You saw him in that net.
And Cal?
Yeah, Jeff, the third period, you talk about giving up the early goal, but having the resolve to come back and score and that to the team.
Yeah, I thought, so you give up an early goal like that against that team on the road and in the building is not easy. And I thought we did a good job of staying with it. And again, I thought we were pretty committed to checking all night long. So at that point, I thought we did a good job kind of grinding through it and finding a way to score the next one.
Jeff, were you surprised at all the odd man opportunities you had on the rush in that third period?
We think when we play certain teams that because they're really aggressive offensively, that if you do a good job defending, you can transition and create some of those outnumbered rushes. And I'm sure from their perspective, they would not want to give those up. They will work to correct those. But we do think at times we've been able to do that against Tampa and some other teams that are real aggressive offensively.
Ansar Khan?
Yeah, Jeff, just looking back at Lucas's rookie year here, what's the biggest thing that's impressed you about his season?
I would just say that he's got a real good confidence to him, and I think that's really helped him as he's gone through the season. He's got a real competitiveness, but yet it's in a fairly calm demeanor. He's got a good, quiet confidence. He has a lot of belief in himself, and I think when you're a young player, there's so many hard times as you step into new challenges, and he's done a good job. I think any time where you felt like his game might begin to slip, he's kind of corrected it and played really well, and he's never got himself into a funk confidence-wise, and I think that's real important. I think he's benefited from playing with some real good players, but they've benefited from playing with him too. So it's been a good combination.
Having played almost all the season with Larkin, I know there was a few games earlier that Larkin missed, but now these last few games, are you eager to see just how he performs without Larkin here for this stretch?
Yeah, certainly Dylan provides anybody who plays with legs. He can skate so well that he's on a lot of pucks. He wins a lot of pucks and so you have the puck more because of it. But ultimately, I think Razor's a guy who can he's at a young age, but can help carry a line as well and be a big piece of it. So certainly I think when you miss players to the caliber of Dylan Larkins, you're looking to see which guys can continue to play real good hockey, and hopefully Razor proves he can do that. He did in the first game without him in Tampa for sure.
Thanks, Jeff.
All right, that's it for us this morning. Thanks, everyone.